Hey guys, what's up? MurderofBirds here. Welcome back to the channel, and I'm very excited. I'm sitting down right now to record my reaction to episode 2 of Frieren, Beyond Journey's End, also known as So-So no Frieren, from how I heard some people refer to it. I think that's like how it's referred to in the manga compared to the anime. But anyways, I'm very excited to be sitting down watching the next episode. If you guys are seeing this video, you guys have probably seen my episode 1 reaction, where the first episode caught me off guard so bad, dude. I mentioned it in the episode, I mentioned it in the post-discussion reaction, but I have never, ever cried to an episode 1, like, premiere introduction episode of an anime in my life. I don't know, it just felt like a very special thing about this anime really connecting me with aspects of my past, aspects of my childhood, even in that sense of relatability, of just kind of understanding that this story that is set in a fantasy universe at its core, centered around characters and relationships and camaraderie. And I relate to that so much in my own gaming life with how I met a lot of my friends that I grew up knowing and playing video games and, you know, bantering and having really good memories and fond memories to look back on. And it was just so heart-wrenching. It's so heart-wrenching to just really even like kind of look inward at like my own mortality, right? Like a lot of the characters, they're getting older. I'm getting older, you know? I remember things and like memories and experiences that I've had in my life that I feel like other people don't. And that's not like, you know, for Frieren, it's like because she's a long living species, but for me, I have a really good memory. And so the first episode just kind of set the tone for what I feel like I'm going to expect for the rest of the show. Unfortunately, you know, I got introduced to all these cool characters: Himmel, the hero; Eisen, the dwarf; and Heiter, the priest; and Frieren, the mage. And a lot of these characters I don't think are going to be in the spotlight anymore. They had this 10-year journey, this 10-year crusade, it seems like, this 10-year like overall like quest to stop the Demon King and save the world and whatnot, and they became heroes in their own right, and their story is over. And the story seems like it's going to be progressing with Frieren getting a second chance at giving humanity you know, another shot, you know, figuring out what's with it with those humans, you know what I mean? And I feel like while the initial party of characters that we got introduced to are kind of out of the limelight, I think it's going to have like this really cool back and forth dynamic of, you know, the present day with Frieren and Fern and, you know, some of the characters that were shown in the intro, but also paralleling that with how her past relationship was. Because I really want to know about Himmel, like his passing, the way he died, and his state of mind in those final moments were just so pure and so real. To look back on a life well lived and to have like the memories of the friends that you haven't seen in such a long time be with you in your final moments, that was like peak introduction for the episode, and that really tugged at my heartstrings. And so I want to learn about this party of heroes that saved the world. I want to learn what their journeys were like. I want to learn about their shenanigans. I want to have more emotions. I want to have more hype. I want to have more, you know, funny banter and everything else in between. I wonder how the plot is going to focus, or if it's just going to be like episode to episode scenarios and sequences of situations that are happening. I know like the previous journey was stopping this Demon King and whatnot, but is there going to be this overarching plot, this overarching conflict, or if it is just going to feel like a slice of life aspect show within a fantasy setting? I have no idea. I'm very eager overall, taking on Fern, who is very adept in the magical arts. And then there's the boy with the red hair in the intro with the sword. I assume he's going to assume the role of the knight. And it just seems like, you know, she's with a new ragtag group of humans. I don't know if anyone else joins the party. You know, her old party was a party of 4, including her. This one, it seems from the intro, it's a party of 3. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, very excited to just pick up and check out the show and see where we go from there. At the time of recording, these videos haven't gone up yet to YouTube or Patreon. I'm just kind of building up a backlog at the moment. But if you are seeing this video, I really hope you enjoy my reactions. I really hope you enjoy my thoughts, my theories, my speculations, and just being able to kind of experience the show again through someone's first time watch through. At the time of recording, the season has officially wrapped up. There's speculation that there is material, or there might be a wait of time, like a couple of years before a season 2 potentially gets announced. But I have never seen an anime in recent years. I've never seen an anime quite like Frieren that just kind of starts and is already kind of like a crazy blowout popular success. A lot of people have been asking me to check it out. A lot of people are anticipating my reactions. Those people are going to be excited when they see these uploads. But yeah, like, I'm really excited to just be able to cover something that's relatively recent. I'm going to try to see if I can upload these maybe even on Friday, because someone gave me a really good idea. They were like, oh, it'd be really cool if you upload your reactions to Frieren on Friday to kind of keep the trend of Frieren Fridays, because apparently this released on Fridays. It was a part of a lot of people's lives during the, I think, 6 months that it was airing. And so, yeah, I hope overall people enjoy the content. I hope people enjoy my thoughts. And I just really want to get to learn more about these characters, the world, and everything else in between. So with all that yapping out of the way, thank you guys all so much for the support. As always, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. And without further ado, let us begin. All right, guys, we're going to be starting episode 2 of Frieren Beyond Journey's End. Just want to jump right into it. So, yeah, we're going to be starting this in 3, 2, 1, now. Hey, it's them two. Oh my God, they're already training on the magic. Long-range magic is a combination of 3 factors. Okay. Look at her. She's so cute. Your magic dissipates before it reaches its target. That's a sign that your mana and firing strength are lacking. Okay. Wow, look at her. She's already taken her under her wing. It'll take years to master. Nah. Oh, actually, maybe. Now that you think about it, because she's a kid right now, which means that when we see her in the intro, she's a lot older. Oh, is she fishing? Bro, I swear to God, this reminds me of an RPG. What RPG in the modern day do you know that doesn't have fishing as like an added mini game? Like, I swear to God, the more I see this shit, like, I know it's fantasy and like RPGs are heavily rooted in fantasy, but like, this is just more... It's speaking more to my gamer brain. She's got the potential, though. She's gonna be a great mage, I think. I wonder when the time skip's gonna happen, then. Oh my God. Is she older already? Oh, and she's deciphering the book. All right, Heiter's still alive, thank God. Okay, so the little montage here. Oh my God. Damn, Frosty the Snowman. Okay, sir. I don't know if we needed to see that, Heiter. Okay, you corrupt priest, you. I like this. Okay, can someone get this man a towel or something? Bro doesn't eat his veggies. What is happening, Frieren? How'd you get demolished by the books? Aw. I love this. I love this. Look at her. She's leveling up. Let's go, Fern. I'm rooting for these characters so hard, man. 4 years have passed. Bro, I swear to God, this is literally Frieren's perspective. A 4-year time skip to us is literally her existence as a long-living elf species. Like, 4 years went by like that for me watching the little montage compilation. And I feel like that's like her process of how the 4 years goes for her. You know, 10 years was like, oh, it's just a mediocre, chill journey. Like 4 years must be like, it must feel like days to her. I'll decipher the grimoire before she does. Is Heiter, is he gonna die beforehand? There's no way! Bro, is someone gonna die in every episode? This is so sad. I can't deal with this, guys. I can't even like these characters as much because I know I'm gonna lose them. I'll try to decipher. Yeah, the grimoire. The whole point of the grimoire is so he can live. So he can... Holy shit. Wow, look at her, though. God, she's leveling up. Her hair is so long. She wants to get stronger for him. Oh, look at her. She's a lot older. Wow. He saved my life. Yeah, she's an orphan of the war. Yeah, she's the war orphan they mentioned. No! Oh my God, please. Jesus Christ. Heiter was still pretty old back then. Aw, I lost an old friend. Yeah, he's talking about Himmel. If he'd survived instead of me, he would have saved a lot of people. Nah, you guys did it together. If I died without doing anything, all that courage, strength, and friendship I learned from him would vanish. Damn, Himmel's out here still living on in his friends. I can't believe how much I'm like attached to these characters. She wants to get strong to save him. He doesn't want to die and leave her alone. Frieren's handling all this. He saved me and now I want to save him. I like that. Yo, channel that energy, Fern. You can do it. Ooh. So she said she'd be able to decipher the book in maybe like another year. Is she training up her mana right there? She's just like meditating. Yeah, look at that. I feel like that's her mana. She's channeling her mana. God, what a beautiful anime. Also, shout out to Madhouse, by the way. I found out after watching episode 1, I found out that Madhouse, or Goat House in this case, is producing the anime, and they've created some of my favorite anime of all time. Death Note, well, not created, but they've animated some of my favorite anime. Death Note and Hunter x Hunter 2011, for those who don't know, is my favorite anime of all time. I did like super early reactions and like reviews to it when it was airing back in like 2014, 2015. And I just really love how beautifully animated everything is. I've never seen, I don't really read manga, so I don't know how faithfully adapted that is to the source material in the anime. You guys can let me know how good they nailed it. But I've always had faith in Madhouse whenever they put something out, because like Hunter x Hunter and Death Note was just like peak anime for me back in the day. Damn, Frieren's out here just doing homework her whole life. I mean, it must go by in the blink of an eye, right? And then there's Fern here. Oh my God. I think she'll be able to do it though. Oh my God. That's massive. Sheesh. I might be crazy for saying this, but I kind of want a Frieren RPG. It didn't contain any spells to bring back the dead or grant immortality. I'm so mad. Why would you do that? Why would you give me false hope like that? She spent 5 years deciphering a book just to come to the realization that she can't use it to save him. God damn it. That's so sad. The fear of death is immeasurable. If such a spell existed, Ewig would have casted it on himself. I wonder if he did that as an excuse. I think he did that as an excuse for Fern's sake. Like, let me bring Frieren into the picture. She's gonna stick around here for the next 4 to 5 years while she deciphers this book. She will train up Fern. She will naturally grow attached to Fern, and hopefully they will be willing to be like, you know, master and apprentice and carry on after I die. I really think he did it for Fern's sake. I believe that now more than ever. And she made it in time. Oh my God! Bro literally did it so she can be at a certain level to where she can travel with Frieren. I can't believe that. Oh my God. What a great person, man. Damn, dude. 2 episodes in. What a great guy. What a great guy, man. And she knows it's gonna happen too. Oh man. Selfless characters. I think they're my favorite. I think they're my favorite kind of characters. And we're getting flashbacks of them too. Himmel still lives, dude. I can't wait to learn more about them. Oh my God! Oh my God! She did it! Oh my God, pour one out. Wow, that's 2. That's 2, man. That is 2. I can't believe. Eisen, you can't die, dude. I know you're a dwarf. You're a long-living species. 26 years after the... Okay. 26 years after the death of Himmel in the Turk region located in the Central Land. So before we got 20 years ago, so 6 years has passed since she's met Fern. That's such a cool ability that they just like levitate pumpkins and just magic in general, dude. That's so cool. R.I.P. Heiter, dude. R.I.P. That was such a goated move on his part. He literally allowed Fern to not be alone. Folk magic. It's a spell that produces warm tea. Oh, Oh, the other day we learned a spell to remove rust. Before that, we learned a spell for sweet grapes. Damn, they're just getting paid in spells. Yeah, that's a little odd. She like a spell collector. I think they mentioned she has like a collection or something. Yeah, she loves magic. Only somewhat. Yeah, okay. I feel like I feel like she's being modest for sure. Ain't no way you're like thousands of years old and you're like, magic's okay, I guess. Oh man, I wonder when we're gonna meet the knight. I guess he's the next character. Oh, bro, he's got a statue everywhere, this guy. Wow, Himmel the hero. But he's by himself right now. He's not with the rest of his party. So I guess this is like an... Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god, we're getting like a flashback. Oh, is this him? Did Himmel save the village? The goat! What the hell? He just like one-tapped him. Holy moly, what a go. It's his fault for wanting to show. Okay, that's an interesting way of showing praise. I guess that makes sense, right? Before he was like, oh, they'll erect a statue in my honor. Hopefully they get the likeness correct. And it's like, well, I guess you got what you wanted. Yeah, right here. He drove the sculptor mad for 18 hours. Oh, okay, this guy's extra. He seems so cool. It's so sad that we're gonna learn about him retroactively. Ooh, there's a party of elven mages in the... Oh, okay. Oh, so they're cleaning up statues. I see. Damn, bro cleans up nice. You have a spell that produces a field of flowers. Sheesh, what doesn't she have? Oh? Oh, there was like a little moment between them two. I wonder if these two were had a thing, or if like he liked her, or if she liked him. She wants to get him flowers from his hometown. Blue moon weeds. Okay. There used to be a field of them in the woods. They all died out. They died out with the sweet prince himself. Wait, so how are you gonna get them? I won't be mad. Show me. Did she smuggle the squirrel? Oh, seed rats. Okay, they look like squirrels. I love Fern so much. She is so precious. There is a field of them in the woods until recently. That was decades ago. Yeah, like, well, decades to her is like, yeah, a couple days ago. Hey, we gotta do it. We gotta do it for him. Gotta do it for Himmel. He seemed like such a, like a cool, chill character, man. I really wish, like, I wonder... I don't like see like I don't know what the intention is with this first season, if this is just how the show plays out. It's in the present, you get snippets of the past, but I wonder if they would ever consider doing like a prequel anime where they really flesh out the original party's adventures, shenanigans, moment to moment, how they all met. I don't know if we're gonna get into like all the aspects of the past that I want out of it, because I do want all of those things, but I wonder if they would ever consider doing like a prequel anime, or if that is eventually going to happen, where we see a lot of the past, enough of the past to be satisfied with where we are by the end. Oh, you fall off. Oh, I love them. I love them. Look at him. Damn, Fern is not a morning person. I'm sorry, Frieren's not a morning person. Mimics, bushes, books. She's always getting caught out like that. Oh my god. What a beautiful anime. Yeah, I love the vibes. 6 months! I can't keep doing this. I'm losing my concept of time. 6 months have passed in the blink of a compilation. Time is flashing before my eyes. I swear to God, bro. They're really like, yeah, this is Frieren's life. This is how she perceives time. She's like, we've been on this journey for 6 months, and I feel like Frieren is gonna outlive me at this point. She has to spend her time searching for something that she shouldn't. Oh, damn. She's like, she has all this potential. She's wasting it on a flower, but yeah, you are a little out of your depth there, Fern. That just proves how much Himmel meant to her. She's way more mature than we are. Yeah, of course. And that's coming from an old lady. Wait, did she have the seeds? What is that? I wonder how old Frieren is actually. Like, truly. Like, I know that she's old. I wonder if we'll ever get that perspective to know. I'm not spending my own time on this. It's time to go. No, I feel like she's super close. How many years is soon? Yikes. Oh, wait. Wait, do you have to follow the seed rat? Hold up! Oh my god, that's actually incredible! Wow. I think the lady knew. She was like, take these seeds. The rats will eat them. Follow the rats. You find the flower. Why are you a spell collector, ma'am? It's a hobby. I used to live much more apathetically. And then I met some people and they changed my life. Bro, another flashback. Oh my god, that's actually incredible. Wow. I think the lady knew. She was like, take these seeds. The rats will eat them. Follow the rats. You find the flower. Why are you a spell collector, ma'am? It's a hobby. I used to live much more apathetically. And then I met some people and they changed my life. Bro, another flashback. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Himmel definitely had a thing for her, dude. That look on his face. Wow, the whole area. What was that statue of like a goddess or something? They had like a broken wing, but then I got to know an idiot who complimented. Ah. Okay, yeah. I feel like they liked each other, actually. Himmel and Frieren. Does she collect spells to remember him? I feel like that's a beautiful enough reason to continue doing it, you know what I mean? Like, even after she's like an amazing master mage. And there it is, you found it. They bury their food in safe places away from enemies. So are they hoarding all the flowers? That's actually kind of peak. Oh. Wow, look at her. I love this. Okay, not as beautiful. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wow. It took longer than I would have liked, Himmel. Oh man, this is so sad. You never gave up on being a mage. Yeah, I'm gonna be, I feel like I'm gonna... I'm in it, dude. Oh, is she a support mage? Oh my god. She's like, I want to learn magic that allows me to support myself. Ah. I love this so much. I love them. I love him. I don't even know him yet. I just know he's peak. Beautiful animation. Aww! Hey, the flower crown's just as beautiful as he is. This is rough, dude. This is rough. I really love the characters. I love the feeling that they really care about each other. I think that's the number one thing, and it only took one episode. And then this episode, I can't believe things are moving so quickly. Like, literal years are passing between episodes. Like, I think in the last 2 episodes, 26 years have passed. And I'm like, what the hell? Where do we go from here? I really like how things are developing. This episode seemed to be very focused on Fern trying to understand Frieren. And, I think at the end there, we got a level of, a certain level of mutual understanding. Like, Frieren just is on a different wavelength than everybody else, and you know, she doesn't do things naturally just for her own selfish desires. Like, she's really thinking about others. She's just on a different level in terms of like having the foresight, you know what I mean? Like the old lady said, Fern is just too young. She's too inexperienced. She has a lot of maturing to do. And that's very much the case for anyone that's, you know, thousands of years old. You just have a level of perspective that no one else does. A peak episode. This was such a good episode. I loved it. What can I say about this episode that hasn't already been said? I absolutely loved this episode. I cannot believe how engrossed I have become in 2 episodes. This is, I'm not even joking. This is so unprecedented for me to have been this attached this quickly to characters, to an anime series for the first time in a long time. I haven't watched anime in years. If this is what 2 episodes are doing, I don't know how I'm going to make it through. I don't know how I'm going to make it through. I feel like I exhausted myself emotionally in the first episode, and it happened again in this one, and I'm just like, what is happening? What is this anime doing to me? I love, more than anything, I think I love how much I believe that they care about each other. And again, it's a relatable feeling, because when you're with somebody for so long, when you're with a group of friends for so long, and you just know them to a T, it transcends just being friends. You know what I mean? Like, and I think that it's just a cool way of how they're expressing it here. Frieren isn't just telling us these things, but we're seeing it for ourselves, and by understanding that the time has already passed, the characters have already died, and like, especially in their final moments, you really just do believe wholeheartedly that these characters love and care about each other, and the memories and you know, the things that bind them together is like life lasting. And so, you know, when you see the characters and you see them bantering with each other, and you see them, you know, you see them like just express joy and happiness for one another, and like, you know, in the flower field and stuff, it really just makes it seem all the sadder that they're gone. And it just kind of it baffles me more than anything that someone like Frieren is just so collected, right? Like, she saw the flowers again for the first time. She gave the flower crown to Himmel's statue. She cleaned Himmel's statue. She's reminiscing on the good old days. And I'm just like, how are you not a mess like I am right now? Like, how do you just keep it together? You know, how do you have the strength to do this for so long? I can't imagine how often she's done this, or if this was just the group of friends that really changed her out of her her apathetic ways. Like she mentioned, she said she used to be a very apathetic individual until she met a group of idiots that you know, that just kind of changed her perspective on things. She even mentioned how, you know, she collects spells for a hobby, and I'm like, that's interesting. You know, I feel like she's already like a peak, like top tier level character, like, and especially a mage. And it's just an interesting idea to just be like, yeah, I want this and I want that and I want this and that. But then you realize, you know, it's channeled, or rather it comes from a place of love. You know, she initially did it, but she continues to do it as well, because not only is it a hobby that she likes, but it probably reminds her of someone that meant a great deal to. Yeah, I without a doubt feel like they had feelings for each other. I mean, in that 10 years time, there had to have been something between the two of them. She did have this ring in the last episode that you know, she was looking over after he died. So I don't know if that was given to her by him, like if it was like a promise ring, or, you know, a ring of just kind of expressing his affection for her. I don't know if she reciprocated, or if it's like now, like where she's like, hey, I'm getting to this later than I wanted to, but at the very least, this is how I feel, or this is something that I've always wanted. We just never got the chance to do it together. So I don't know if she's going to eventually realize that all the things that she wanted to experience with Himmel are regrets that she can never fully express, or never fully be able to take advantage of having, because, you know, unfortunately for her, the time slipped her by, you know what I mean? And she realized it after the fact. I want to give a massive fucking shout out to Heiter. I don't know if that's how I'm pronouncing his name. I don't know if it's Heiter, if it's Heiter, but the corrupt priest was actually goated. I had a feeling as things went on, I was like, is this really for resurrection? Is he really just trying to keep himself alive? But the fact of the matter is, like, him giving up, you know, not even giving up, but him really, like, him being terrified of dying and using that as a scapegoat to get Frieren back. Like, he just debated her. You know what I mean? He literally gave her the okie doke, despite the fact that she's the older one, she's the wise one, she's the mature one, she's the experienced one. This this corrupt priest got one over on her for the best possible reasons, taking in this girl and ultimately just kind of testing Frieren and being like, hey, will you take her in? And it's like, nah, she'll slow me down. And it's like, okay, well, I'll give you this really long task, and in the meantime, Fern will have this opportunity to level up, because I don't want to leave her alone. And it was never about him. It was never about him, and he kind of deceived the audience too. I realized in that moment of like, wait a minute, like even in that moment, it was right before the reveal, right before the confirmation, that I was like, wow, what a selfless individual, making sure in his final moments he did something that his friend could be proud of, that he can look on and be like, yeah, this is something the hero would do. And you know, he probably didn't have the best life. You know, he was drinking. You know, I don't know if he kind of like did his job thoroughly or if he just kind of slacked off or whatever the case might be. I loved how in his final moments, you know what I mean? I think the saying goes like, your final moments really define who you are as a person. And regardless of whatever, you know, bro's out here drinking, bro's out here like fooling around, pulling off shenanigans, hardly working instead of working hard. I feel like at the end of the day, he was a good person. I appreciate him so much for Fern because I feel like she is very much a character with so much potential, so much like build up behind her for like what she's going to be capable of doing in the future under the tutelage of Frieren. And I really like their relationship too, right? They're kind of on this student and apprentice. And I like how there was a little bit of a feud, a little bit of tension between them two from Fern's perspective of like, why does Frieren have all of this potential and all this knowledge? And she just kind of like, it feels like she's wasting it. You know what I mean? Like, because from her perspective, she wants to attain that. She wants to be able to have the magic, to have the spells, to have all the answers, to be able to support herself, to be able to help other people. And she kind of, it comes from a place, a little bit of like ignorance to just not really know what you don't know. And so I really like how Frieren is very patient with her and is very understanding and tender and caring. And I feel like they're going to have a lot of time, you know, no pun intended, but I feel like they're going to have a lot of time and a lot of opportunities to learn and grow and build off of each other. And I really hope that that kind of shines through regardless of how long it takes for the show to progress. I did not think in 2 episodes from where Fern was discovered and like from where like she met Fern in episode 1 to where we are now, 6 years have passed already. And I'm like, holy shit, time is flying by. And I don't know if there's going to be another major time skip, but then again, it's from the perspective of when Himmel died. So I wonder, I don't know if they're going to meet more people from their past that they've had run-ins with in the, you know, if we're going to see Eisen next, because they're a dwarf and they're still alive, but you know, they're a long-living species, but they're technically on the older side. So I really hope we're not going to get another episode and another funeral and another burial and another farewell goodbye and another episode of emotions, because I don't know. I have no idea. And then like there was a girl in the intro too at the very end, and I'm like, dude, is she another person that they had a run-in with in their past? And I don't really know what the conflict necessarily is going to be, but for the first 2 episodes, they've pretty much solidified the ties that bind all of these characters together, like their history, the relationships of everyone. And I'm just overall, I'm just really happy to see it blossoming in the way that it has been. I really wish that we could be in the driver's seat with these characters. And regardless if, you know, we're getting flashbacks here and there of the past, I still think it would be fucking awesome if they did like a prequel anime. I don't know how far the manga is. I heard that like the manga is the source material. I don't know how far along that is, but I think it would just be really cool. I don't know if any of you guys feel the same way or if I'm eventually going to get what I'm asking for, but I think it would be so cool if, you know, season 1, season 2, see however long down the road the main show is, the entire connecting tissue of this show is to kind of relate Frieren's present to her past. I would love to see that past with Eisen, with Heiter, with Himmel, with Frieren, and to just see what kind of shaped and built them to the kind of idolized characters they are now. They all have statues in their image. They're heroes in their own right. I've fallen in love with them immediately, even after the first episode, which is when it was kind of like the end of their rope, you know, it's at the end of their timeline. But like now I just want to know so much about them, and I hope we get as much of them as possible. A big shout out to the comedy too. I wasn't expecting to laugh as often as I have been. I feel like Frieren, for example, like it's just like the shticks, the constant shenanigans, the consistency of it, where in one episode she's like down on all fours, like getting devoured by a mimic, and another one she's trapped in a bush, and another one she's like being overtaken by the books in the library. And so I just really like that. Or like when her and Himmel were talking and he was like, yeah, these flowers are beautiful, but not as beautiful as I am. And she's like, can we get out of here, please? I just love it. I love how there's a little bit of everything. And I'm assuming the action's gonna pop off, you know, especially when, you know, if there's a conflict that arises or whatever the case might be. I feel like that's the one aspect of the show that is not lacking, but is absent, right? I think we have the emotions, we have the character investments, we have the character interactions, we have development, we have history, and like we have visuals The ambience is really nice. The visuals are beautiful. And I'm just like, bro, when are we going to get some crazy spellcaster magic type battles? You know what I mean? With swords and dragons and magic and freaking, like, I would love to just see if there's anybody else out there in the world that kind of has a similar standing, like, because I don't really know if anyone can stand up against Frieren if she is like this crazy awesome like legendary mage, but I think it would be kind of cool if I just wouldn't want her to sweep somebody. I don't know if there's anyone out there that can match someone like her, maybe like a fellow, like maybe like another elf or like a different race that is just as that's just as formidable, or maybe even from Fern and that Night Boy's perspective, like maybe closer to their power level. But I'm wondering if there's how the action is going to stir up and how things are going to like take off in that department, because that's something that I feel like has a lot of potential too, and especially if Madhouse is animating it, that shit's going to go ham. But yeah, long story short, all this is to say, I loved episode 2. Absolutely loved it. I really wish that we got a chance to experience the past with these characters, but the little snippets that they're giving us here and there, I'm literally living for those moments. And I'm looking forward to how things are progressing in the present with Fern and Frieren and this other character that I'm sure we're going to get introduced to, the little, like the Night Boy in red from the intro. But I would love to know what you guys think. Does anything that I say resonate with you guys? I just feel like I want to just hope that I'm not alone in how I feel about the characters, how I feel about their relationships, and just kind of like the overall like message of togetherness, camaraderie, cherishing friends, and you know how all of that kind of applies to, I feel like it can apply to any of us, you know what I mean? I definitely get caught in the moment thinking about how it applies to me, how I just talked to one of my friends in a long time yesterday that, you know, we've been friends for I think like 15 years now. You know, we met in high school, and I don't know. I just really love how this anime is playing out, and I just really hope it continues to get bigger and better. And from what people have told me on social media, I've already told people I've started watching it. They're like, "Bro, you're gonna fall in love with it." And I think that checks off with episode 1, and I think I'm pretty much I'm not going anywhere as of episode 2. So with all that said, thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Thank you again for the support of these videos, both on YouTube and Patreon, for the early access support. It really goes a long way. But I'd love to know what you guys think about the episode, my reaction, my thoughts, everything else in between in the comment section down below. And I'm very excited to see episode 3, and I will hopefully see you guys there in the next one. Take care.